What's going on, everyone? Harris Rubenstein here for NBA Now. The Lakers are creeping closer and closer to not making the playoffs, but guess who called it? Lonzo Ball did, all the way back in 2013. Now, this tweet has been going a little bit viral. Obviously, you can read it. Coming from Lonzo Ball, it's not a great look, but I am not a fan of going back into someone's tweets from 5 or 6 years ago and calling them out for stuff. I know we have all these sports media people where you'll find 2 or 3 random racist tweets from when they were 15 years old. It's such a strange thing, and this is an example of that. Of course, Lonzo was tweeting about the Lakers in 2013. They were awful. It was Kobe Bryant at 39 years old off a torn Achilles. No big deal. Let's talk about this season, though. Luke Walton might be fired if the Lakers miss the playoffs. This is a report from the LA Times, along with a report from ESPN. Look, I've been telling you guys this all season long, especially since the trade deadline. Luke Walton is going to be the fall guy regardless of what was going to happen this year. If they made it to the playoffs and lost in the first round, they were going to fire Luke Walton. If they didn't make the playoffs, they were going to fire Luke Walton. If they made it to the second round and then got swept, they were going to fire Luke Walton. He did not have a clear path to having a job next year. But I will say this, if he does get fired, big-time rumors that Luke Walton could be the next coach of the UCLA Bruins men's basketball team. So keep an eye out for that one. Here are a couple of coaches the Lakers could hire if/when Luke Walton is inevitably fired. Jay Wright from Villanova, my number one option for the Lakers. Mark Jackson, Mike Brown, to name a couple of other guys. Juwan Howard, and of course Tyronn Lue, LeBron James guy, who will inevitably at some point get another head coaching job in the NBA. I think he deserves at least another try away from Cleveland, though. Luke Walton will join a very exclusive list of coaches fired under LeBron James. He joins Paul Silas, Brendan Malone, Mike Brown, as previously mentioned, and David Blatt from that 2016 season. Though, as I love to point out, shout out to David Blatt for now becoming the coach with the most international wins in the history of European and Asian basketball. So congratulations to him, leading the Maccabi Tel Aviv team to another Israeli basketball championship. Does Luke Walton deserve to get fired? Give me a Y for yes, give me an N for no. Deserve, no. Will he get fired? Yes. I think Luke Walton just ended up getting thrown into a situation he wasn't really prepared for. When he got hired, his job was to develop the young guys, and that's what he did last year. He really did. Look, if you look at every single young player's development from last season, Luke Walton did his job. Brandon Ingram in year 2 got better. Kyle Kuzma as a rookie was great. Lonzo Ball as a rookie was the guy we thought he was going to be in his rookie season. Even Josh Hart, under the development of Luke Walton, ended up being a better player than I think we all expected. But now the expectations have changed. The situation has been altered. LeBron is here, and it is no longer about developing the young players. It is about winning a championship. Unfortunately for Luke Walton, that equation does not equal him. I expect him to get fired. But to say he deserves to get fired, I say no. I know some of his rotations are a little questionable, and the defense has been awful this year, but I think that also has a lot to do with the situation at hand. Let's talk about another reason why the Lakers have been so bad. The injuries have probably been the biggest cause for the Lakers' struggle this year. LeBron even said, quote, "I've never been a part of a season with this many injuries to our key guys." And that's true. We actually went back and checked it out. This is actually the most games lost by any LeBron James-led team for his entire career. These are just guys who have started for the Lakers who have missed games this year. Rondo has missed 34 games. LeBron missed those 18 games after Christmas. Lonzo is still out with that sprained ankle. Ingram missed time. Kuzma missed a couple games here or there, and he's now expected to miss even more time with an ankle injury. I know people, will call out the Lakers for making excuses, blah, blah, blah. Every team has injuries, but really one of the biggest reasons why this Lakers team has had so many problems, they have not been able to develop any chemistry over the course of this season. Remember, go back to where this Lakers team was on Christmas Day. They were the 4th seed in the West. They were on a winning streak. They were rolling. LeBron James goes down. Lonzo Ball goes down. The chemistry falls apart. By the time LeBron comes back, nobody knows how to play with each other. And boom, here we are at the Lakers 5.5 games out of a playoff spot. So we don't like making excuses, but the injuries have really, really been a hindrance for the Lakers this year. Let's talk about Melo. Oh, Melo. Remember how we started the year with everyone saying that Melo would be lucky to get a chance to play with LeBron and the Lakers? Well, now it seems like the Lakers would be lucky for Carmelo Anthony to come play for them. Apparently, Melo's camp paused contract talks with the Lakers because their lack of playoff chances did not made a deal not make sense anymore. Basically, they're saying, why would we let Melo play for a crappy team that isn't making the playoffs when he can just wait it out and not risk an injury for a team that doesn't matter? I can't believe that we're at a stage right now where Melo is turning down the Lakers. That is just hilarious to me. If you could put the Lakers 2018-2019 season into a microcosm, this screen is it. Melo turning down the Lakers because the Lakers have been so bad. That is just everything that this season has been. It is really unfortunate the way that things have gone down, but the season's not over. There is still a slim chance that the Lakers will be able to pull things out. And if you think they're still going to make the playoffs, please go put some money down at our sportsbook partner, BetDSI. I say please only because I'm trying to save you guys money. We'll also make you guys money at the same time. We have the best deposit bonus anywhere on the internet of 120%. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code NBA120 when you sign up and deposit, and you will get a 120% deposit bonus. That's a lot of money, folks. I've made some sweet cash homie this year on the NBA, and you guys can too. Let's talk about some paranoia, because this is the best part. Once you start struggling, now it becomes everyone else's fault, or at least that's according to the Los Angeles Lakers. There's a report that there is growing belief inside of the Lakers front office that teams are trying to subvert and sabotage the Lakers this season. Great. Just what this team needed. Abject paranoia among their leadership in the front office. This is great, because you know who this story is coming from, right? There is only one person in the world that this story could come from, and his name is Magic Johnson. That is the only person who would ever come up with something like this, that it's everyone else's fault that the Lakers are bad this year, and all the awful chemistry issues that they caused themselves is everyone else's problem. I know I'm supposed to be nice to the Lakers, I get it, but can we all just kind of take a step back here and accept that Magic Johnson has done a horrible job this year as the president of the Lakers, and that Rob Pelinka has done an even worse job as the GM? We'll get to Jeanie Buss in a little bit, but the fact that there is paranoia in the front office is bad. This situation is getting worse and worse by the day. I know everyone wants to put the blame on Luke Walton. I said this on multiple Lakers shows now. I do not blame Luke Walton. I blame Magic Johnson, and I blame Rob Pelinka for creating what had to be the worst possible roster that you could have surrounded LeBron James with, which I predicted at the start of the season. Just saying. Let's get to Jeanie Buss, though, because this is just outrageous. According to Jeanie Buss, the report that the Lakers were going to trade their entire roster for Anthony Davis is quote-unquote fake news. Jeanie, you're like a month late. Where was this comment the day after all these reports came out? Where were you when the actual trade talks were going down? The worst part of this, she's lying. We know that the Lakers offered their whole roster for Anthony Davis. This wasn't just reported by people who covered the Pelicans. This was reported by Brad Turner, the LA Times Lakers beat reporter. This came out from Mike Trudell, who works for the Lakers. This came out from Adrian Wojnarowski, the most connected reporter in the history of the NBA, and you're calling it fake news? It is so frustrating. Stop lying. Be a little more timely with this stuff. And from myself and the rest of Laker Nation, get your crap together. This is a horrible look. You are about 15 games away from missing the playoffs and wasting one of the best years of any player's prime ever in LeBron James. And you're complaining about a trade rumor from a month ago? I just don't understand what this front office is doing. I don't. Between the paranoia, now the Jeanie Buss comments, now they're going to fire Luke Walton. Look, I understand that we like to put the Lakers on a little bit of a pedestal, but as of right now, they are as poorly run as just about any team in the NBA. I'm putting that title on them. This is pathetic. This is awful. You can't make comments like this a month after the trade went down. If this was such fake news and you were so mad that these reports came out, you're the owner of the team. Why didn't you put this out on February 9th? Why didn't you put this out the day of the trade deadline? Why didn't you put this out at 4 p.m. Eastern time right as the trade deadline ended? You could have, you should have, but you didn't. You waited a month and now you look silly. I'm sorry, Jeanie Buss. I like you. I think you're a nice lady, but this is really bad. This is a horrible, horrible look. And if you guys want to, stick around with us with the Lakers this year, I know the season hasn't been great, but we are going to have a massive offseason for the Lakers, and there's only one place that you're going to get every single inch of coverage, and that is here at chatsports.com/Lakers. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel right now for everything this offseason, free agency, draft stuff, and so much more. Go ahead and subscribe today, chatsports.com/Lakers. The last thing I want to talk about with you guys today, this video has been circulating around social media from a couple nights ago. Right when the LeBron James and the Lakers, they're warming up, there's a pregame set, and LeBron just destroys a light on a pregame set. Now, I understand he might be trying to get the ball in the rack. This is the stupidest possible way that you could go about trying to get a basketball in the rack. A, he tries to bounce it over 4 people and a full pregame set, and also, there was such a little chance that that ball was actually going to get there. By the way, the PA that had to put that light up, I've been that PA. Those lights are expensive, those lights are heavy, and I hope that LeBron James is giving Spectrum Sports a little bit of dough on the side. Because those lights, man, don't break those lights. We have a bunch of them here at Chat Sports. If I just took a basketball and I threw it at one of them, I probably wouldn't be here anymore. Maybe we should fire LeBron for breaking a light on that set. Just saying, a little bit of a hot take, but to each their own. Go ahead and subscribe to us here at chatsports.com/Lakers. We'll have all the rumors and news as the season continues to dwindle down. Make sure to subscribe also for all the free agency and trade rumors this offseason.